Hey guys, what's going on July 29th? Do you know what this chart looks like? Yes, I know. It says HODD right here for Robinhood, but this chart is an exact replica of what Facebook did when it IPO. Facebook shares did exactly this on the first day of the IPO. They briefly shot above 40 while the offering price was about 36.38, and guess what happens to Facebook after the IPO for the 2 months after that? It drops to 17 bucks. So our price prediction on Robinhood is that this shares are going to get slashed in half very shortly here over the course of the next 2 to 4 months. Robinhood is going down. Now, with that, you're probably wondering, but Leo, I can't trade Hood. Looks like if we go to the option chain, there is no options. So what can we be trading on Robinhood? I mean, there's no options here. There's no options on Robinhood, guys, because any company at the time of IPO does not have options. It typically takes anywhere from 3 to 5 business days for the options to actually appear here when you type in the ticker. So you probably wonder, well, how can we trade this, guys? Robinhood is no different from Coinbase, okay? And by the way, Coinbase has the similar trajectory. Okay, Coinbase is one of these things that rocketed to 400 and some change, 450, 470 bucks, and you know where Coinbase is at now. It's at 436 bucks. Okay, so luckily for you, you can substitute shorting Robinhood. You can just simply short Coin. And with that said, guys, I mean, Coin, guys, it's a pretty easy short target. As you can see, it's got a very well-defined tornado pattern right here, which spells out trouble for the stock. You can easily revisit these levels of 225, 222 as early as tomorrow, Monday, guys. It's coming. What makes it so more convincing is the fact that Bitcoin, you guys watched our last Bitcoin video, was a couple of weeks ago, when we took a bullish stance on Bitcoin at around 33,000. And shortly after that, Bitcoin, the same day I posted the video, it bounces like 1,000 points, like 2 hours later, and then it collapses on the 30,000 straight after that. Well, it still makes the 33K bullish standpoint on Bitcoin as quite of a good trade at this point, guys. Bitcoin's been trying to maintain above 40K, but we do know one thing about Bitcoin, okay? It's got very major resistance level right at this level, about 40,500. So while Bitcoin is at the upper trading level, we're no longer bullish. Okay, it's not that we're not longer bullish on Bitcoin at all, but the fact that what you see here is another tornado pattern. Guys, if you're not familiar what the heck is a tornado pattern, guys, this is what helped us nail the Bitcoin drop from 60K all the way down to 30. So you've got to understand how this pattern works. But this pattern right here, guys, spells another drop for Bitcoin. So if you got, to summarize this trade for you, you've got Bitcoin have a high probability of making a move lower, not necessarily crashing, not saying anything like that, but a pullback is highly reasonable here. At the same time, you've got same sector stock like Hood on the point of an IPO, it actually sells off. Not a good sign. Not a good sign for the entire technology sector. And we're going to get to 5 other topping market conditions in this video briefly. But just understand the fact that Hood is selling off, the fact that Bitcoin is at a critical level of resistance of 40,500, 41K, let's call it. Okay, it makes Coin have pretty good probability, okay, of actually making a pullback here. Tornado pattern, guys. Click the link below. Make sure you take the Crypto Star course to understand what the hell is a tornado pattern. Now, we're going to touch upon a lot of things. It's been a hectic week. Got a bunch of traders with bigger accounts that made money. I've got quite a bit of traders with smaller accounts that actually blown up. Not entirely, but they're not looking good. Simply because in the choppy market conditions, guys, it's tough to navigate with a small account. You simply cannot jump in and out. Giving a bunch of guys a lot of trades that went slightly in the green, like, 50%, 100%. But, with 13 market moves, we don't necessarily cash out at 50, 100% gains. So, because with small account, you got to catch some home runs, guys. You got to catch some 400, 500% home runs, and this has not been a great week for that. However, the guys that been trading today, going into tomorrow, we did nail the market top, and this is what I mean by that. Okay, earlier in the day, we actually started sending out messages about a move 11, guys. This is a straight move 11. If you don't know the 13 market moves, guys, you've got to understand what an 11 move is, especially when it happens on the day when the market is officially at all-time highs. So we actually started sending messages to short the hell out of SPY, okay, SPY puts, okay, right around this level, 44.16, 44.17, where the market was right around here. We noticed that formation right here. We said, look, it's a top. It's a market top. And so all of that happened in the alert group before this happened. And some of you guys that trade with me, you also got notification to short the hell out of this in different formats. All it was based on a couple of simple criteria, but the main one is the 13 market move sequence, guys. 10, 11, spells out a huge probability of a 3 tomorrow, almost a 99% probability, guys, of a move 3 tomorrow. So basically 10, 11, 3, guys. Now that's a deadly sequence. If you've been following the channel for some time, guys, it was a while back. A few years ago, I posted a video. I was about a sequence 666, 6116, and basically it spells trouble for the market. It tells you that the next move in the market is lower. And when I say the next move in the market is lower, it means that the market could be going lower for as long as 7 to 10 days. Basically, today was a representation of an ultimate market top. Okay, and so it's easy at this point to trade this market with a small account. So guys, hey, if you missed a couple of good trades this week, if you're taking some better ones, make sure you click the link below. Today is officially the last day where you can take advantage of the $1 special. We're closing the doors, guys. This is it. This is your last chance. Tomorrow, Monday, the market's going to be wild. We got some killer trades in store for you for tomorrow. So make sure you click the link below. Go to 13mtv.com and sign up now. Now, some of the other market top signs that we are observing. Well, clearly, guys, if you are a bull in the market, guys, the only stock that makes sense to buy right now is Google. Guys, Google is like the fucking stock of the market right now. And I have Google said absolutely the biggest beat among any kind of tech stock that we have ever witnessed in the history of the FANG stocks. I mean, these profit margins are insane. The record volume in sales is absolutely insane. I mean, how often do you see a company beat on earnings? I mean, the analysts were expecting 17 bucks. This thing is announcing 28 bucks. I mean, we're not talking about a small cap company here that beats on earnings. I mean, this is a mega cap company that just completely made fools out of all the analysts out there. And yeah, this is the only stock that we're bullish on. And the fact that Amazon is crashing after hours, all right, the fact that Amazon is crashing, guys, partially is because Google ate its lunch. Google cloud business is up 50%, okay? And a lot of it comes at an expense of Amazon losing a share of its cloud business to Google. So many reasons after the Amazon crash to actually buy Google, all right? And over the next 10 days, this is probably the ultimate stock. Over the next 2 months, 3 months, this is the ultimate stock on the call side. But we can't say that about the rest of the tech. And don't be shocked. Like, hey, Google can easily gap down with the rest of the stuff. It's not going to stay down. You cannot bring a good man down. Not for a long time. So Google is the hero of all stocks right now. And of course, Amazon is the killer of the stock market. All right. I mean, guys, yeah, I've got some traders in this trade. Okay, no big deal. It's not our typical strategy. But you couldn't ignore the fact that they're not buying Google. The best quarter ever in the history of Google, they're not buying. They're not buying Apple. Record quarter. They're not buying anything that is making a ton of money, that has no debt, that actually makes sense to buy. So if they're not buying this, guys, I'm telling you, the market's going to have a very difficult time moving higher from here if they're not buying the best of the best. And at this point, Amazon, as of tonight, as of tomorrow, is no longer going to be considered the best of the best. Considering it's the heavyweight of the indexes, it'll bring all the indexes down. It's a domino effect. So as we just had an opportunity for Apple to bounce, well, damn it, it's not going to bounce. So we just had an opportunity for Facebook to bounce. All right, it's not going to bounce. So with all these heavyweights, guys, not bouncing, it's going to be very, very challenging for the indexes to stage a rebound tomorrow. So with that said, we have a very unique condition here where the market could actually drop based off the 13 market moves sequence. We have a very unique condition where the market could be dropping for as much as 5 to 10 days in a row. So with that said, we've talked about HOOD, BTC showing the signs of a top. We've talked about all the heavy tech sector that's showing the signs of a top. Okay, we haven't touched upon a very simple fact that the market should have sold off earlier in the morning because of a poor GDP number. Analysts are expecting 8+% GDP. We got like 6 and some change. The market ignored it temporarily. What you should know, what pertains to the 13 market move sequence 10, 11, 3 is the fact that on the day of a 10, when the Federal Reserve announced its decision, and clearly it was no-brainer, interest rates unchanged, but oftentimes the market will revisit its decision-making on Wednesday. It will revisit it on Thursday, and that's exactly what we've got today with the market. So it is the critical pivotal point for the markets after the Fed decision where Wednesday night everything looks just, hey, it's all fine, it's good. But looking at this pattern, guys, looking at a lot of charts that we follow, this is officially the market top that you do not want to be ignoring. I know we've called for some market tops earlier in the year, which resulted in smaller pullbacks, but this is the granddaddy right here. This could be causing a 10% pullback in the market over the course of the next 7 to 10 days. So don't ignore this, guys. This is just the beginning of the drop right here. So with that said, okay, the tornado pattern is key, and I could be showing you a lot of stuff on the tornado pattern, guys, but the best I describe it is in the course. Talk about the tornado pattern for a whole hour and a half. So if you like to understand that, guys, make sure you take advantage of the Crypto Star course that talks not about entries and exits. So with that said, guys, let me show you the broader picture here on S&P 500. And so clearly, it doesn't look bad, right? I mean, we're above the blue line. Everything looks beautiful. But we can easily get a pullback to the 42.78. We can actually go below that. And we can easily go back to about 4,000 level, which would coincide right here with about this level right here. 39.33. Guys, 10 days. 10 days can happen lightning fast, guys. And there's some stocks that even we've been highly bullish on, and stocks like MRNA, guys. Well, MRNA has a interesting pattern that we've noticed about it because we've been highly bullish on the stock. And unfortunately, this week, we've had a really great position on it when it was dropping here. We were on the puts. And then if you had a small account, we couldn't close you out. So the next day, the stock rallied. We switched to calls. Well, now we're officially in puts. Okay, so it's been quite a roller coaster this week on MRNA. But we think the next move is lower. So the stock had plenty of time this week to actually rocket to the 400 level that we're projecting. But at this point, guys, the volume is subsiding. The number of buyers seem to be diminishing. So all we need is just a few extra sellers to show up tomorrow, which we've got the reasons for that, okay? You've got, a strong correlation between mRNA and the technology sector. So generally speaking, vaccine stocks are related to stay-at-home stocks. Stay-at-home stocks are tanking like a rock. They probably have one of the biggest drops tomorrow in the technology sector that we haven't seen in a while. And that should, by definition, bring mRNA and stocks that have an exceptional rally. Right? And the very picture that points to that is something that we've accurately predicted on Amazon when it broke out, right? We said, hey, this cup with a pattern on Amazon is projecting short-term breakout. And so out of this cup with a handle right here, Amazon did break out, okay? But then notice, it lost the momentum, and now we're heading all the way back, probably the orange line on Amazon, like 32.69 in the next few days. So with that said, we think that's exactly what's going to happen at this point to mRNA. And you got to short, well, everybody's still bullish on it. I mean, you can be shorting it when the stock is going to be down potentially $40. And the reason why we saying $40, guys, I mean, it's the average trading range for mRNA. It's about $40 a day. The stock moves up, down, up, down. I mean, a $40 drop for mRNA at this point won't even damage its uptrend in no sort of shape or form. But expecting a pretty big volume on the sell side and MRNA. Guys, a lot of these high flyers, they are going to take a hit. People are going to be taking some profits tomorrow. The question is, do you know exactly which trade you're taking in the morning? And if the answer is no, and you don't know, because by the time you open your computer screen tomorrow, it's probably going to be too late to be jumping in the MRNA. But if you don't know your next trade, okay, you've got one opportunity right now. ThursdayMemTV.com. Guys, your last chance to sign up for the $1 special. Your last chance to sign up for the $1 special, guys. Don't miss this opportunity, guys. It's going to come lightning fast. I don't want you to miss out on this short-term crash in the markets. Guys, it doesn't matter where your trading account has been. The only thing that matters right now is where it is going. So if you focus on that, you can do exceptionally well with 13 market moves over the course of the next 10 days. I invite you to do so. Guys, I got to run. Get ready for tomorrow. It's going to be an insane day. Big Friday, July 30th is waiting for you. Click the link below.